Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here with a new speed renovation. I'm really excited about this renovation because, as you guys can probably notice, this is the science lab from The Sims 4 Get to Work. However, I've put it in Willow Creek instead of its deserty area that it's usually in, and we're actually going to be renovating this into a residential home, which was such a fun challenge. I just loved doing this. I think it's really fun because it's industrial, and I actually looked up on the internet factories that had been made into homes, and I seriously think you guys should Google factory homes because there is the most stunning, beautiful contemporary homes that used to be factories, particularly one that used to be a concrete factory that was made into a home. It is just incredible. And I guess I felt quite inspired to do this after looking at those and just had a lot of fun with it. So, right now we are deleting the existing objects and things that are in the factory. And I'm showing this part because I wanted you guys to see kind of the layout of it before we actually get started. Because we do keep most of the layout and utilize a lot of the things that are already in there. So particularly the kitchen area, which is where there's also a basement as well down here. So we actually make it into a home theater downstairs. Um, but the kitchen area is where all the glass windows are, which I think works quite well. And anyways, we'll get to that. We'll get to it because trying to explain it right now, probably you guys are like, what? Oh, yeah, there's the kitchen where all those glass windows are. And it turns out to be a really cool kitchen. So, really, the theme for this house was that it is industrial, contemporary, and it's just meant to look cool. It's just meant to look cool. And when I was finished, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you would have seen some very excited tweets from me showing screenshots of this. I was so excited. I like tweeted it to the Sims, and Aaron Hout, Sim Guru Aaron, he responded and said it looks cool, and I was like, yay! Very excited. And I sent it some screenshots to boy Deligracy, who does not play The Sims. He has really no idea about The Sims, but he was like, "Oh, looks cool, great landscaping," and that was nice because he doesn't really understand it that much, but he still said well done, and it made me really happy. Anyways, so we've made that undercover area into a long lap pool, which I think looks kind of cool. And this front entrance, we're going to be putting big windows in, which look really nice framed with those industrial wall pieces, kind of the metal wall pieces. We also have some windows going down the side of the house here that we're placing the industrial wall pieces around. And that I don't know. I think that looks pretty cool. I have to say, this build in The Sims 4 is one of my favorite builds from the game. That is in the game when you open it up. This factory build I thought was really awesome. Like whoever on the Sims team actually did this build, I think they did an amazing job because they. I think the Sims creators have to be careful when they do have their existing builds in the game because you have to think about everyone's computers and their loading times and whatnot. So they deliberately don't put too many objects inside of the homes, I believe, because of that factor. So I don't know. I think they just did an amazing job of this, and yeah, so much fun to work with and play around with. But basically, the front room is going to be the lounge area. We do put in a couple of separating walls and a couple of bedrooms in there for kids. And then right here where we're playing around with the stairs, we kind of open up that area to create a nice undercover area there. Put a lot of greenery around the house too, which makes it quite pretty, as if this was an old science lab that became more overgrown over time. And at least that was the look I was kind of going for. I think I could have used the industrial fencing more. I should have tried to use that more actually. Because I just realized I didn't use the industrial fencing anymore. But next time I'll do an industrial build by myself without renovating existing one, and that will be a lot of fun. Anyways, putting some windows around the pool area here, I think that looks quite nice. So it's kind of an indoor-outdoor pool in a way, or in a sense. At least it's undercover, so you won't get all the leaves in the water. And this is going to be a fully glassed walkway that goes to the master suite area. So that's where the master bedroom and ensuite is going to be. And I thought that part of this build lended itself perfectly to that. And then we're putting in some shelving across here to create some detail on the windows, which I thought just made it a little bit more contemporary looking and make it look a little bit different, which I like. I like how these strips go across the windows, and it looks pretty nice when you're looking through it, the perspective of it, if you stand at one end of it. So yeah, yes. And I don't know. Oh yeah, we tried putting them across the pool area here. Do I get carried away with this? No, I don't. I don't get carried away with it. And it works, I think. Yeah. Oh, this is the part where I get a little bit carried away. So I actually delete these. I just thought that these looked kind of stupid at the front of the house. So one thing you have to know is when to stop. Less is more. Less is more, similes. But I don't know, we had to change the colors of a few of the windows around that area too of the master suite. And the ceilings are really cool because they're double height walls. So it's really high ceilings, and we use the big industrial lights, which are pretty cool. We're using brick on the exterior of the house, which means we're going to have brick feature walls throughout the interior. And we also have very white walls because I love the contrast between the white and the rough bricks. And we do have a few coloured feature walls as well in certain bedrooms. I think we keep that to bedrooms though. But yeah, master suite being put in here. We have a walk-in wardrobe and a ensuite bathroom. There will be a main bathroom and then I think a shared bathroom between two bedrooms on the lower level. And then on the upstairs level where it's we created a open mezzanine level. That's a gymnasium. And then we're actually going to have in there another bedroom up the top, which you could really use that space instead of a bedroom as a home office or a skill building area, or you could actually close it in more and put another couple of bedrooms up there. That would be pretty easy. But these are just bedrooms being put in right now. And I was trying to figure out how to fit in a bathroom here as well as have two bedrooms. So in the end, we make them single bedrooms. I think you could put a double bed in them, but they become a little bit squishy. So this is the upstairs gym part. We're creating the bedroom here. Oh, and they do have an ensuite. I forgot about that. It's a pretty sweet gym area. If I don't say so myself, I would totally work out up here because you can see down to the lounge room, which is so cool. And although it could potentially become noisy, if this was in real life, if someone was on the treadmill upstairs, it could be noisy echoing downstairs. Maybe, I don't know. Lots of windows here. Again, I had to delete a few because there was just too many. And I don't know what I was just doing there. I was going crazy just then. And there's also a sunroom on the right because that room had these plants, pot plants inside them. So I wanted to keep that, so we make a bit of a sunroom area. And this is actually one of my favorite parts of the build. I just put some roofing over the bedrooms, which I've extended out. And it creates this box-like part of the architecture. And I really like it because it's a plain white wall and then we put white on top of it. So it looks very contemporary. And I think it's a feature that you see in a lot of modern homes these days. So I quite like that. I don't know if you guys will like it, but I like it, and yeah, it was nice. So yes, you can probably tell I'm very excited by this build. I just love the Sims. I love building in the Sims. It's just so much fun. I think it's just such an awesome creative outlet. That's why I love it. And yeah, this is where I'm trying to figure out, can we fit a double bed in here? Do they fit? And they do, but you could put a double bed in there when your kid ages up a bit, but we have single beds for now. So yeah, it's going to be so there's the master bedroom, an upstairs bedroom, and then two more bedrooms downstairs. So there's 4 bedrooms in total, but you could easily turn the gym into more bedrooms. So you could really have like 6 bedrooms in this house pretty easily, I think. Yeah. yeah, I reckon this could be easily a 6-bedroom house. So it's interesting. I really want to actually play in this house. I would not be surprised if I had a let's play in this house in the future. Right now we have a lot of LPs going on, so not at this stage, but yeah. Putting in separation wall there for the master bedroom, that's something I do quite often. I do that a lot and I just think it works well and looks nice. And I was looking for some grey walls because I watched the Sim Supply's 10-minute build challenge and used a grey wall, and I was like, that looks so nice. Now I want grey walls everywhere. So we used that, thanks James, and we put some grey walls around the place, which I think work. But anyways, in case you haven't noticed, this speed build will be in 2 parts because otherwise this would have been a like 50-minute video. So instead of speeding it up so quickly that you couldn't see what I'm doing, I figured that I'll just do it in 2 parts, 2 20-minute parts, and that would hopefully be the best thing. So the next part of this I'll probably upload either at the same time or the following day, I would say. That would be what I'm going to do. And yeah, we had to put in wall lights at the front of the house because there's double ceilings, so you can't obviously put a ceiling light on the lower level. So we put a lot of wall lights in. And we're just building up the separation walls so they match the double ceilings too. So that's all working and is realistic. That's the fencing I wanted to use, but oh well. Saving. Whilst I was building this, I was watching Sex and the City. I've started from season 2 again. And I think this is like the 4th time I've watched it. No, it's probably the 5th time I've watched the entire series. But I'm starting from season 2 this time. It's pretty exciting. Right here, I was trying to think, where am I going to put the TV? Like, how is this going to work? So we put in another separation wall, which I think works quite nicely in the end. And I'm kind of in love with this lounge room when it turns out how it does. I think it's snazzy. I'm going to call it a snazzy lounge room. I don't know what you guys think, but I like it. We go through quite a few color concepts. We're kind of inspired by the rug in particular. I definitely use the rug as inspiration. And it's got a nice TV cabinet area. We're using a grayish wood right there. And I don't know, I think the TV looks really boss on an exposed brick wall. I think that's cool. Right now, I'm probably changing Sex and the City episodes. And we've got these big lights right there. They're pretty powerful lights, but they look cool. And then we're going to put this naked lady right there. Love the naked lady. Going through colors of the carpet and realize, you know what, I'm not really feeling this one. We try it for a little while, but it's no good. It's no good. So we go on to the next oversized carpet. Here we go. And this is when I'm like, oh, I like some of these, but I don't know which one to use. So we try a few different ones and changing all the furniture. I nearly went with this. I nearly went with the yellow, but in the end we go with the green, which is fairly out there. I love those black chairs, by the way, but there's no couch to match the texture of them, which is really sad because it's really shiny leather and none of the couches have that texture on them. So I couldn't actually use those chairs in the end, otherwise I would have. So we go with the plain Jane couches, which work fine in the end. We were trying an L-shaped couch just now, but in the end, do we keep that? No, I didn't think so. Oh yeah, we're testing out the yellow carpet again. I mean, I don't know. I like both of these. I'd change them like around if I felt like it. Oh, and yes. Okay, so we put in a plant there. I think it's the blossom plant, and I realize it has fluorescent flowers on it. I was like, done. We're keeping the green. Because it matches the flowers, and I love it. So that's the lounge room we end up with, and I like it. Let me know what you guys think. It's probably realistically, that would be way too bright for me personally, but I think in The Sims, it's cool. And it's fun. Yes, we keep the white wall here. I did try green. I was like, oh my God, there's so much green in this room. It's sickening. So we don't keep it. Trying out some paintings here. I believe we go with the wood painting panels, which is what I was searching for right now. And then I found these pieces. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool behind the couch. I like it. It makes this family look kind of wealthy. But we're looking for the wood panels, and we create a really nice pattern with them, which I quite like. It's kind of a building pattern using different tones of wood. And I don't know, I think it works. It works. It's a nice feature on the wall. And then working with what carpet's going to go in the entrance. We go with less is more, just a matte black carpet look. Well, of course it's matte, it's carpet, but anyways. This table here, did we end up putting objects on it? Because I swear when I finished the build, there were no objects on it. I was like, I swear I put objects there. Anyways, you guys will notice that in the screenshots. Yeah, I did put objects there, but they just deleted all of them, the game, which is pretty annoying. Oh well. These things happen. But I don't think there was even any move object cheat really used there. Which, I don't know. Oh well. These things happen, don't they? But yeah. Anyways, we are getting towards the end of this part of the build. A few minutes left though, and oh, this was fun. These daisy paintings actually look quite nice stacked upon one another. I wish the sky could have been a different color, like an orange with blue flowers or something, because that would have looked pretty awesome. But you know, it's nice. I love those boxes as well, for those storage boxes for decorating tables. I really like those. That's something we haven't had in The Sims before. This was really cool, lifting up the lights to create these interesting lighting areas. But you know what? The game deletes them, so they can't work in the end. But they look really nice when you're playing around with them. We also put in some indoor pool water. Hopefully the Sims don't get into that and swim around. So I put lily pads in there, hoping that that would keep them out. And lily pads are cool. I quite like them. Do we put a picture above here? I feel like we don't, because I thought less is more yet again. That is the quote from this build. Less is more. Less is more, Simlies. And this is a fun room. It's the Sunroom, the Sun Fun Room. And these chairs were perfect from outdoor living. What am I talking about? Outdoor retreat. Outdoor living, that's Sims 3. And we just reused those pots that had the lovely plants in them. There's strawberries there and some other good things. And it's just a nice sitting area. I would love this in my future home. I was going to say house and home at the same time, so it came out as home. And gosh, that sounded weird. But I would love this. Just surrounded by greenery, and you'd be able to have a cup of tea with friends, or at nighttime host a little cocktail party. That would be fun. Love the idea of having the sink on the far left side in front of a mirror. This is asymmetrical balance, people, and I love it. It works quite well. We get rid of the blinds in the sunroom because I figured it's not as sunny if there's blinds there in the sunroom, which is the purpose of a sunroom. This is the bathroom. I don't really use screenshots from the bathrooms at the end of the video, so if you're paying attention to what goes in there, do pay attention, because I don't really show screenshots at the end because I don't find them that exciting. But you know, they've got what you need in there and all of that jazz. A nice shower mat, some plants. This is the main bathroom, so it's pretty simple, nice and clean and easy to use. Oh no, I lied. That is not the main bathroom. That's the shared bathroom for the kiddies' bedrooms. The color themes for these bedrooms were a little bit, there's a little bit of experimenting going on. Ideally, I wouldn't have the bed where two big windows are. Now I think about it. But it's a Sims, so I don't mind too much. It's okay. I think we'd go with pink and grey in one, and in the other one, I can't recall actually. Not really sure. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the first part. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll have the second part up as soon as possible. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you're having a glorious / lovely morning, afternoon, or evening. Oh, by the way, I love those clear chairs. They're my fave. Anyways, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever in the world you are, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.